So I don't know where this little rumor has came from that apparently Xbox is going to be going third party, even though they just bought Bethesda and they just bought Activision. And there's rumors that they're going to be buying more gaming publishers and developers as well. Where exactly is this third party rumor coming from? The ponies really want Xbox to die so goddamn bad, and then they won't even tell you a actual legitimate reason why they hate Xbox or why they hate Microsoft. It's all about the Sony is better than everybody. Sony is where it's at. Sony is where the games are. But then when Xbox has games and they port them to PC, then they don't have no games. Like literally, if you ask like a guy, like a hardcore Microsoft hater, hardcore Xbox hater about why they hate Xbox, they won't even tell you a legitimate reason. No. Now, ever since I've been my PC, I've been playing my PC more than my Xbox because the PC just has better performance and better frame rates, so it's better for me. But I would still play my Xbox when I want to play with the clan and all that stuff. But with pertaining to why people hate Xbox, they don't actually give you a legitimate reason or a legitimate answer about why they hate Xbox. They just want Xbox to just go away. They want Xbox to die so damn goddamn bad, and they can't even tell you a legitimate reason why. Now, this whole third party rumor that Xbox was going to become a third party publisher, it came from a guy that's not even in charge of Microsoft or Xbox for real. It came from the chief financial officer and not the CEO or the president, Phil Spencer or Sarah Bond. When those two themselves literally came out and said they are building more hardware for the Xbox, which means there's going to be more Xbox consoles coming out. Now, the rumor that the ponies have been using for saying that Xbox is going to die soon in 2027 or some stupid year like that, is because of this little article right here, right? This little article that was made by the chief financial officer. Again, not the head honcho, the chief financial officer. And wish these freaking ads would just go away. Xbox Game Pass on PS5 and Switch is where we're going in the business, says Microsoft. First of all, Microsoft didn't actually say this. It was the chief financial officer. Now, here's the first thing that this article has said. The idea of Xbox becoming a third-party service rather than a console may depend on them getting Xbox on rival hardware, which is not true because they're not going to put Xbox Game Pass on freaking PlayStation or Nintendo. Back in 2021, Xbox boss Phil Spencer made it clear, much as he liked it otherwise, it was very unlikely that Game Pass will ever appear on PlayStation or Nintendo consoles, which means it's basically not going to happen. That's not a protest that has been raised until Xbox Chief Financial Officer Tim Stewart, again, not the head honcho in charge, recently made a speech about how it's Xbox mission to bring all its content and services to every screen that can play a game. Basically means TV or mobile or PC. Those three demographics right there bring in a lot of money, even more pertaining to PlayStation and Nintendo, because if you look at Nintendo and Sony, they don't really like porting a lot of their games. What PlayStation is porting their games to PC. They should hurry up with freaking Bloodborne and port it to PC. But when it comes to Nintendo, Nintendo is not really porting their games out there. So why would anybody make this decision or say, hey, we gonna have y'all back, but y'all ain't really have ours and sharing y'all games? Like, why would anybody do that? But when it pertains to mobile, PC, those two platforms make more money, especially pertaining to multiplayer games like Fortnite, CSGO, even Minecraft. Those three platforms make a lot of money, probably in the billions, right? So they definitely are going to be expanded to those type of screens. So there's not a okay. Xbox. Speaking at the Wells Fargo TMT Summit, Stewart dismissed the profit margins of the console business as being too small for Microsoft, and that after spending $69 billion on Activision, it wants to expand his horizons. When we talk about the business, gaming as it relates to Microsoft and with Activision, operating leverage and margin expansion is definitely a piece of that puzzle, says Stewart. Again, Stewart is not in charge here, so he doesn't really have a say-so in this. At the highest level, you go from what was a lower margin third-party entity that we sold on our store to a high margin first party business. So when you think about the Xbox component of Call of Duty, you go from the low margin business to a high margin business. Then what you do is, what you do is you also expand and say, we're not driving high margin sales on PlayStation or Nintendo. Okay, so here's the thing. The fact is, Xbox is porting a lot of their games to the PC, and PC is bringing in a lot of revenue when it pertains to Microsoft. You don't really see that when it pertains to Sony. Yes, Sony is pouring some of the games to PC, but it's not really a huge margin where they did what Xbox did, Xbox Game Pass on PC, which is a pretty good service. It's a pretty good subscription service. You can play a whole bunch of these games for $10. You can play for cheap, especially with new games coming out next year in 2024 with the Xbox Showcase that just got released. You will see a lot of games being put on Xbox Game Pass day one, and the amount of money that Xbox consoles and the PC has been bringing forth Microsoft. They already made their money back when pertaining to Bethesda. It's not going to take a long time for them to make their money back pertaining to the Activision Blizzard acquisition, which a lot of people say they wasn't scared of, but then when they actually got approved, all of a sudden they quit Call of Duty. Yes, this is where we at right now. So this whole debacle came from a guy that's not even in charge of the platform itself. That's Phil Spencer, and that's the new president, Sarah Bond. That's who is in charge of letting people know what's going to happen pertaining to these games, or if Xbox is going to, just go away with the console and all that stuff. Which, if they do, it is what it is. I got a PC, so I don't read. It is what it is. But this whole narrative that people are depicting that, the chief financial officer said they're going to be going third party, so it must be true. Again, Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond didn't say this. I would say this as many times as I can, so people can get it through their thick head. Okay, it wasn't said by the head honchos. It was said by a guy that's not even in charge of Xbox for real. But again, you got hype. Things are not looking good for Xbox consoles. Xbox looking to go full third party mode soon. Looks like by 2027, Xbox will still be here, but it's just another third-party publisher. Again, how can they really be third-party if they just bought Bethesda and they just bought Activision Blizzard and they are planning to buy more developers? How exactly does that look like third-party to you guys? Does that look like they're going to be going third-party if they buying all these developers or all these publishers? No, it doesn't. It makes no sense about how that a rumor is actually going out about this. It's going to show like people are not thinking critically. You got the Sony ponies, right? Completely losing their goddamn minds. Saying like, hey, it's finally over. Xbox is done. Xbox is dead. Xbox was a inconsistent console from day one. And now you got some of the Sony ponies coming out here acting crazy. Like, here's something from J-Dub. A hardcore Sony pony. Microsoft CEO declares third-party publisher goes as in-game for Xbox. Console war officially over. Fun times. #Xbox. J-Dub, let me tell you something. You gotta use your critical thinking. If you actually watch the video, J-Dub, use your critical thinking. Okay? It's the CFO that said this, the Chief Financial Officer, who said this. It was not the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer, and it wasn't the President, Sarah Bond, that said they were going to be going third-party publisher. Because they are literally out here buying all these developers. How can you say they're going third-party if they're buying all these developers? And then the showcase that just came out last year, like less than half a year ago came out. They said everything was going to be coming out Xbox Game Pass day one on both Xbox and PC. Now, all these games that's coming out next year, last time I remember, only 2 of them was going to be coming to PlayStation. And the rest of them was going to be coming out to Xbox and PC. So where's this third-party publisher narrative coming from? Like, where's it coming from? Think about it. The Supernova Gaming. It's funny how a lot of the same people were telling me Xbox won't go third-party when I told them that's the plan are the same motherfuckers who said there is no way Microsoft spends $70 billion on ABK and still puts COD on PlayStation when I say they would. Common sense, get some. No. You're not listening. You obviously didn't pay attention to that case pertaining to Xbox and versus the FTC. Supernova Gaming, I don't know who the heck you are. As you obviously you're not paying attention to Jack, okay? The main reason that they had to acquire Activision was because they had to make a deal with the FTC to put these games on PlayStation and Nintendo. And if you actually looked at that document, you would see that it only had to be Call of Duty. They only promised Call of Duty to go to PlayStation. They ain't saying anything else about any other game. It was just Call of Duty. Actually read that document. Actually read what PlayStation has signed. They screwed themselves over. That $200 million that they make off of Call of Duty, the majority of that is going to Microsoft. So how is Xbox losing here? Come on, man. Microsoft Xbox Chief Financial Officer. What you hear more and more from us going forward is a change in strategy. Think about how we can get on PlayStation and Nintendo screens. Yeah, Xbox is definitely going third party. Oh, God. These guys are literally giving me a freaking headache. I don't know how guys like Vatanga and all know it's Alex do this every day, because these guys are literally just giving me brain damage at this point. Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. From the Red Dragon, Xbox wants to go third party confirmed. Xbox Chief Financial Officer says their mission is to bring Xbox first party and subscription services to every screen, including PlayStation and Nintendo. The Red Dragon again. This has completely broken the bots. This was worse for them than Starflop. Phil Spencer said Xbox may lead the gaming industry by 2027 if they can't find more Game Pass subs. People aren't subbing just because it's built into new TVs. They need consoles. They need PlayStation 5 and Sony. Now, oh my God, can people actually watch that freaking interview? He did not say, oh, they was going to be going out of business, or Xbox was going to stop making consoles by 2027. That's not what was going on here. And not to mention that was happening during the time that the FTC was getting on Microsoft's case. Of course, he had to watch his words and watch what he said pertaining to getting the Activision Blizzard acquisition passed, because the FTC was on their ass talking about if they buy Call of Duty, it was going to be the end for PlayStation. But then the judge came out and said, isn't that what the same thing PlayStation does to Microsoft and Nintendo? And the freaking Sony ponies were freaking quiet as hell. These guys are not to be taken seriously. These guys they really just want Xbox to just die so goddamn bad, and they cannot give you like a legitimate reason why they hate Xbox. But I'm just gonna end it right there, man. Some of these Sony ponies are just out of the freaking mind, man. They really are. But yeah, Xbox is not going third party. Because if that's the case, they would not have bought Bethesda or Activision Blizzard or many more developers to come. And to make matters worse, let me go ahead and read y'all this article that literally just came out from Windows Central. We had no plans to bring Xbox Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer on console hardware, the future of Activision Blizzard, and much more. In an exclusive interview with Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer, we got a glimpse of the future of Xbox and Microsoft involvement strategy going forward. So yeah, the CEO came out and said, yeah, what the CFO said about Xbox coming to PlayStation and Nintendo, he's out of his goddamn mind. Microsoft Gaming CEO and Xbox lead Phil Spencer is currently at CCXP 2023, presenting alongside other major entertainment companies at one of Brazil's biggest comics, movies, and gaming competitions. Okay, let me just go ahead and skip this. The Xbox platform is under constant scrutiny from every angle, but we spoke to Spencer to get answers to some of the questions as we close out 2023 and move into what is looking like a bright 2024 for the Microsoft gaming operation. I asked Phil Spencer about Xbox CEO Tim Stewart's recent comments regarding Xbox Game Pass. Stewart, in the presentation with Wells Fargo, said that Microsoft's aim was to bring Xbox Game Pass to any screen that can play games, including Nintendo and PlayStation. Many Xbox fans took that to indicate that Microsoft is preparing for an industry where Xbox hardware no longer exists, since Xbox Game Pass and its exclusives are a primary value driver for Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Xbox One hardware. I'll start by saying we have no plans to bring Xbox Game Pass to PlayStation or Nintendo. It's not in our plans, but I think you hit on the right point of what it means to own an Xbox. The thing I want to be focused on is how do we continue to innovate for people who made the commitment to our hardware platform? And how do we continue to make sure that they feel great about their investment in what we built? I've obviously going to have my own point of view on the hardware, but I think our hardware teams did a great job with the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S this generation. Given value and performance in the hardware line, when I think about investments in things like Game Pass and Xbox Cloud Gaming, crossplay and cross save, and ID at Xbox, all these things I want us to continue to innovate so people on the console feel like we're making investments in console that matches their commitment they're making to us. Game Pass is one of the things that over the last 5 years we built, and we continue to grow. It's on PC, it's on cloud, it's an important part of the Xbox console identity. And I think it will continue to be that. And we will continue to look at future ways for us to innovate across our game portfolio and our platform. So, guys, you heard it here first. Yeah, Xbox is not going third party. The CFO, Tim Stewart, he just said something out the blue that he was not meant to say, or he was not supposed to say. He just said it out of the blue. So Phil Spencer just pretty much told the Sony employees or anybody that wanted Xbox to just drown or die. He just told them, yo, shut the hell up, we're here to stay. But that's all I got for this video right here, man. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe, share the video, hit the notification bell. I will see you on the next one. Peace.